Hey everyone, what is going on? So, yeah, I'm glad a lot of you enjoyed the Kingdom Cup finalized team video. I will be going back to Kingdom Cup, but for right now, I did want to go ahead and do a little bit of general Great League matches. Just Pokemon you can use in the Great League. Some Pokemon that I really like, Pokemon you might have seen in previous cups or whatnot that we use, such as Azumel. But yeah, it's really fun to go back and forth sometimes. So, I'll still be covering the Kingdom Cup, of course, and whenever they announce the next cup, I'm getting ahead of myself. That will be mid-April probably. But yeah, we'll be going back to Kingdom Cup, but I did want to take a little bit of a break, at least for this video, and do some general Great League matches. Not a whole lot. We only have a few in here, but a decent amount of them. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Right now, he does have his beautiful shiny Azumel out, and I have my regular one. Just going back and forth, basically doing the same amount of damage to each other. Getting off that play rough, hoping to knock him out before he can knock me out, and that's exactly what happened. So yeah, we do go ahead and take the lead up over there. He does bring out his lantern, and I was trying to get another play rough off before he knocked me out. Not going to be the case. We were too low in terms of health, so didn't happen that way. Bringing out the Altaria, which is a Pokemon we've used in the Tempest Cup as well as the Kingdom Cup. You know how much I like Altaria. It's an absolute monster with that Dragon Breath for the Great League in general, so it's totally worth the investment for the secondary move. It's worth the candies, it's worth powering up and whatnot, just because of how amazing this Pokemon is. So yeah, getting off that Sky Attack, he goes ahead and blocks it. I actually don't think that would have knocked it out. I think it would have come very close. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have knocked out. But either way, he was correct to block it. But yeah, anyway, we are using a Sky Attack right now, and that's not going to do much damage. He's going to take out my Altaria. So now my final Pokemon is going to be this Medicham. This Medicham helped me win the Boulder Cup, so really love using it. I did switch its move over to Power Up Punch because that's such an awesome move. Of course, during the Boulder Cup, we didn't have Power Up Punch, but it's such a fantastic move that you have to switch it over, right? You have to add it on your team somehow. And using Power Up Punch right now, and that's going to knock it out. Actually, no, he blocked that, didn't he? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he blocked it. I guess he had another shield. I didn't realize he had another shield left or whatnot. I didn't really notice or whatnot, but I guess he did block that. But either way, we do go ahead and take the win, so that's a good game. And we do pick up some Stardust. Now, these games, I think, might be out of order. I'm not too sure, but anyway, that is the game. We're going to jump into another game. So for this one, we're beginning with Alolan Raticate, just using it for fun. Really good matchup for us because he has that Drift Bloom. We do resist his Ghost moves as well as Dark moves, whatever he throws at us. And we have a Dark move, Crunch, so that's going to be super effective. And I knew his had Icy Wind. I didn't think he purchased a secondary move on it. Getting off that Crunch, I was surprised he didn't block it, but I guess because he probably thought I had Hyper Fang or whatnot. So that's probably why he didn't block it. I have used Alolan Raticate against him before, so he's just going to let Drifloon go down, and who knows, maybe it was because Drifloon can't really do much to Alolan Raticate. Even that Icy Wind wasn't doing much, so really showing the bulk for Alolan Raticate. Really like this Pokemon. I used it in a lot of practice matches for the Twilight Cup. It wasn't on my finalized team, Alolan Raticate. I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but it's a really bulky Pokemon, really fantastic Pokemon to use, so I really did enjoy this one. I really do enjoy this. So he's going to force up a shield there, so taking away shields and almost knocking out a second Pokemon, so really good. This Alolan Raticate is going to fall, and that is okay because he has a very weak Lantern, so I was hoping to be able to knock it out with Dragon Breath, and we do just that. We do go ahead and knock him out before he can get off Thunderbolt. He brings in an Altaria of his own. I'm going to go ahead, get off that Dragon Breath immediately, and he's going to go ahead and block that. Kind of hoping he would think it was Sky Attack and risk not blocking it, but that's not the case. It was a safer play to just block it, right? So he does go ahead and do that. And guys, if you do like the general videos as well, the general matches, general Great League matches, or even Ultra Master League, post in the comments down below and let me know. Or do you prefer the cups? I was thinking of maybe, I don't know if I'm going to do 2 videos a day, probably not right now. Maybe eventually I'll start doing that, maybe one for like the Kingdom Cup or something, or whatever specific cup it is, and then, a general Great League or even Ultra League video. But maybe I won't do that every single day. I don't know, probably not every day. But yeah, this time I am beginning with Clefable, getting off that Meteor Mesh, doing a good amount of damage. He does get off his own move. Now, if I knew it was Sludge Bomb, I should have blocked. I had no idea. I had no idea what Tangle it got, guys. I'm not making excuses. I just didn't know that it got a Sludge Bomb. So I guess that's why you practice, right? So you know what it gets. He's gonna go ahead and block that. I'm gonna let Clefable fall, and but he is down a shield, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. Bringing in Alolan Ninetales, and he's actually getting off another Sludge Bomb before I could knock him out, unfortunately. So we gotta definitely block that to keep Alolan Ninetales healthy, and we could knock out his Tangela with Powder Snow, and he brings in Azumel, so I'm gonna switch. Probably not the greatest switch, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. When I saw Azumel, I was like, I better get out of there. And then, you know, I don't know, just because I knew Psyshock and Ice Beam wouldn't be doing much to it. But yeah, not a great switch on my end. I don't know why I switched there. But I do go ahead and block that Ice Bomb, but he does Ice Beam, excuse me, and he does have another one, and that is gonna do a lot of damage to Altaria. So yeah, not the greatest switch, but we do go ahead and get off a Sky Attack. And that is going to do a good amount of damage, almost knocking out Azumel. So, final Pokemon is the Alolan Ninetales getting off that Psyshock. And that's going to knock out Azumel. And his final Pokemon is Golbat, using a Psyshock just because I wanted him to use a shield. Which he does. He does go ahead and forfeit his shield. And he gets off Poison Fang. Unfortunately, I was like, I gotta get to this Ice Beam because I wasn't sure Psyshock, excuse me, I wasn't sure Psyshock could knock it out, and I knew Ice Beam would. You know, I thought Psyshock would be close, so I went for the Ice Beam, got off the Ice Beam just in time. Let me know if you think Psyshock would have knocked it out, but either way, a little bit risky, but we do get it off, and we do take that game. So, jumping into yet another match, of course. So, both beginning with Grass Pokemon, but he does have Poison on his side, so I'm like, you know what, I better switch into my good old Togekiss. Now, of course, Poison is going to still be strong against Togekiss. I was kind of expecting Acid Spray there, but it was actually Leaf Blade, so actually doing a good amount of damage to Togekiss. I was expecting it to not do quite that much. You know, it wasn't a lot of damage, but it was a good amount of damage. So, yeah, we actually knock out Victreebel because of that Air Slash. So, I guess a little bit risky to switch in against the Poison Pokemon, but because we had that flying move, I felt comfortable doing so. He does use Brick Break, not going to do anything to me because I do go ahead and block it. Getting off this Power Up Punch. As I said, Medicham is an awesome Pokemon, especially now with Power Up Punch. You know, I do have a 100% 1431 CP Medicham, so really happy about that. We're going to go ahead and block that, switching into Meganium. I was getting off this Frenzy Plant. I was like, well, I knew he had Blizzard on his as well as Mud Bomb, so it's like, if he gets a move off, I'm probably going to lose this Meganium, and that's exactly what happens. We do lose Meganium to Blizzard. Bringing in Medicham, we do knock it out before he could get off his move, and I do go ahead and activate Power Up Punch. Not going to knock it out. I knew it wouldn't knock it out, but we do have another one ready to go, so this is going to be able to knock it out, so we do claim the win. So thanks to Medicham. Again, as I mentioned, it helped me win the Boulder Cup. Not with Power Up Punch, but it did help me win it, so fantastic Pokemon all around. It is a huge investment, but it's totally worth it. I absolutely love Medicham. Yeah, really cool Pokemon, but this time he begins with Lucario. I begin with my Metagross. Metagross does not have a secondary move on it. I'm going to switch into my Azumel. He switches into his own Azumel, so I guess that play makes sense. I mean, he wanted to get out with Lucario because Power Up Punch is not going to do much to Azumel at all. In fact, it probably wouldn't do anything. We 4 times resist that, don't we? So, yeah, it wouldn't do... No, we don't. Never mind, because it's a fighting move. So we just resisted, you know, by 1. So that's okay. Anyway, activating Play Rough. He's not going to go ahead and block that. And he's going to get off his... We had quite a bit of battles with Azumel versus Azumel, just because it's such a good Pokemon for the Great League in general. It's really good, really powerful Pokemon. Getting off that Play Rough, and he's going to go ahead and block that one. And I knew I'd be able to get off another one, but I knew he would get off one first, so I had to go ahead and block it. So I decided to block him. I was like, you know what, I'll be able to knock him out with Bubble, so I don't go ahead and use Play Rough or Ice Beam. I just knock him out with Bubble, and now I have my Charge Moves ready to go. I knew we had Lucario in the back, Play Rough. He's going to go ahead and opt to block that and then knock out Azumel. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Altaria. So I knew Shadow Ball couldn't have been charged up that fast, so I do go ahead and take that hit. He gets another one off, actually, so maybe Shadow Ball could have been charged up, I don't know, but anyway, we go ahead and take that just fine, and I'm not going to take any chances with this one. I figured it was Power Up Punch, but I still didn't think it was worth the risk, because we were in a really good position to get off that Sky Attack, which we do, and knock out Lucario, and then we wait to see his final Pokemon, which is actually going to be an Altaria, so pretty good for us, because we do have that Metagross in the back, and we do resist his moves. he will be getting off a Sky Attack, which is actually going to do a decent amount of damage. Dragon Pulse, excuse me. Decent amount of damage, but Medium Mesh is going to be able to knock out that Altaria, so we do go ahead and take the game. So only a few games, like, what was that, 4 games, 5 games, I don't know. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, click on one of the links to check out another one of my videos that you'll probably enjoy.